Hi everyone. Hi. Good evening, everyone. So, how are you all? How you are doing? I hope you are all doing fine and you are well, guys. And I'm here today we are again meeting. I don't know how many of you already have attended my Java sessions. Last week or last week we already have done this DSA data structure session. I hope someone like some people are from that session also. But yep, now we are here in this Java programming zero to hero program, guys, and this is day one of Java programming class. So hi, good evening. Yep, I see some people here on the comment section. Comment section like Deep. Hi Deep. Hi Kavya. Hi Kanishka. Hi Shubha. Hi Divyanshu, Lohita, hi Anand and Mohit. Hi. Good evening. So, guys, I hope you had a very nice day, and we are here in this evening. I wish I will make this evening also enjoyable to you. So that's why we have met today, and yeah, we are for this. We have met for learning Java together. So let's take it ahead, guys. But before I start this Java session, like Java concepts and all, I would like to have a quick chit chat with you, quick interaction with you all. Can you all please mention from where you're actually attending this session, guys? I'm here right now in Mumbai, Kharghar. So hi everyone from Mumbai. So uh, just mention your places, guys, where you are watching the session, basically. Yeah, some more people have joined the chat with us. Like hi, Gokul, hi Vallabh, hi Universal, Rohit. Okay, someone has put his name as motivational. Okay, hi, good evening. Hi Shomya, Flash, Divyanshu. Okay, great. Sugan Raj, Hardika, and yep, Gitesh. Hi, hi Tasneem. Hi Karthik. Hi Ravikant. Noida, Gwalior, Delhi, Muzaffarpur. Okay, people have started putting the places from where exactly they're attending the session. Kolkata, Panna, okay, Tamil Nadu, Chhatarpur, Jamner, great. Bangalore, Uttar Pradesh, okay. Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Surat, okay, great. Hi, Fiza, hi, good evening. Hi, Aman, good evening. Yep. So Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Mumbai, great. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Bhubaneswar. Someone from Bhubaneswar. Okay, that's my place actually. Great. So yep. So just guys, we'll start in a minute. Please like put up your favorite emojis meanwhile, and we'll start with the bang. Yep, guys. So you all, yeah, Pujita, hi. So like I see like a lot of people from almost all the places of India. So hi, it's great. It's feel like I feel very nice to meet you all here. So I see also people started putting up their favorite emojis. Great, like thank you guys, thank you for putting up. So we will start. I want to break this boredom. Actually, we are meeting on Monday, so there is like a lot of you might have heard about Monday blues, but I want to break that, and we would start this session with a bang, and that's what like we are here for. And so just to like start it off, I wanted this thing. So we put our favorite emojis in the comments, YouTube comments. Great. Yeah, Rishikesh. Hi. Hello. Fine then. So now let's start without delaying much. I will start the session, but yes, prior to that, I would like to give some more information about the course, guys. So we would do classes for 5 days, 5 continuous days, like starting from today till Monday. We will go till Friday actually. Okay, 5 days will do. Timing would be same, guys. 7:30 will start. So what is about the certification and all? So guys, there are actually two kinds of certification. Yes, so what we will do is like you there are two kinds of certification. One is participation and one is completion certificate. If you just attend all the session and if you put attendance for all the session, then you will be eligible for participation certificate. And but if you attend all the session, so you'll be eligible for an exam test. So there will be a test, guys, a small exam after completion of this course. There will be a small exam. So what we have to do is, like, you need to like appear for the exam. You need to give that exam only if you are eligible, obviously. Otherwise, you will not be able to like see the test links and all, right? Okay, so you attend all the session, put attendance for all the session. In that way, you become eligible for the test. When you give the test and qualify it, you'll be eligible for the completion certificate. And guys, we are actually sending like physical copy of completion certificate to all of you. I know like there is some delay with the previous programs, previous batches, but yes, we have come up that there was some issue on the tech side actually. So now that is sorted, and soon, like those who had attended previous session, they might have got like started receiving emails to fill up their addresses and all in the profile, and that's how you would like you would get the a physical copy certificate delivered to the respective address, whatever you fill it there, right? So that's how we go, guys. We also are working on a different like a new, entirely new model, where we were actually trying to bring in that placement thing even in our essential programs. We already are like, already we are like offering placements and all. We are taking students from our PGP batches to placement to like to suitable job openings actually. But we are also now trying to bring that thing into our essentials programs also, so that it would benefit you all in the maximum way possible. So that's what we are trying to do this actually. Okay, so just wait for that time. Like soon we would bring that placement module thing even here in our essentials, where you can actually give some screening test and you would apply, really apply for a job opening through us. Okay, even by doing the essentials also. So I'll be happy then we to be announced, but we are still working on it. So once it is done, we would like guys will tell you. We will announce it. We will officially announce it and tell you. So that's what something inside story which I wanted to share, so for future. Yeah, fine. So I think now you have a complete idea about current this Java programming essentials 0 to 0, right? So you attend all these sessions, put attendance, you get participation certificate, only the digital copy. But if you attend all these sessions, you'll be eligible for also a test after the essential. You give it and qualify it, and you'll be eligible for completion certificate from LetsUpgrade, ITM group of institutions, NSDC, and Skill India. And guys, those who would be like eligible to get completion certificate, those who qualify the test, and so obviously they would be getting certification, completion certificate of the course, and that too they will get like physical copy of it. Okay, that's how we are going, guys. So let's start without any more delay. I'm quickly sharing a screen with you all, and that's how we start this session. Let me know when it is visible, guys. So I'm using this VS code actually. So I'm already created this actually batch 4 of Java. So yeah, uh, this is day 1. I've created a file here, guys, with the name day1.java. So this is where we would start discussing things. So I hope you are like able to see this. Okay, right? Let me know over the comment if it is not visible or something. Okay, is it visible, guys? This VS code. I hope it's visible to all of you. Fiza, yep, you should like register for the course first. If you don't register, you won't be able to fill up your attendance. So registration link, whether can we have the registration link? Yeah, already I think registration link was shared, but please, can you please put it again in the comment so that they can register. Yeah, I have not written anything yet. So when I write it, then we'll see if it is visible or not. Right. So guys, let's start this Java. So can you say, guys, who started Java actually? Who started Java? Who can say? Who started Java? Who developed Java? Who started Java? Who developed Java? So guys, there is a person. This name. I'm not sure whether you have heard about this name or not, but James Arthur Gosling. Okay, James Arthur Gosling, he's person who was working in the Sun Microsystem. Okay, Sun Microsystem. Okay, so he was working in this Sun Microsystems. So he actually, along with his team, developed this Java programming language, but he is known as father of Java language, to be very specific. Okay, and it was like if you compare the timeline, guys, I'm not sure whether you know it or not. If you compare the timeline of Python and Java, actually Java came after Python. I think Python got launched 5 years prior to Java. Instead of that, even if Python was launched like before Java, but Java got more traction it got, and Java actually got more popular, and everyone started Java. Okay, but like Python, even if it was like launched maybe 5 or 6 years before Java, it didn't get popularity at first, right? Later, like very like you can say in recent times, Python has gained popularity. I think now Python has overcome everyone. Like it has like overcome everyone in the race of the mostly used programming language. Actually, I think Python is the used programming language right now. Some days back I got this news, you might have also got. Okay, right? So this is a story of James Arthur Gosling, he was working in this Sun Microsystem, and he actually created this Java programming language. Okay, who can say why this logo of Java is this coffee cup? Who can say? Who can say this? I'm changing the font size. Just give me a moment. Okay, I'll just make it 36. Okay, right? Yeah, fine. Who can say, guys? Who can say why this logo of Java is a coffee cup? Who can say? Yeah, I have increased the font size. It will just take few minutes to reflect. Java is a coffee island. Arun, great. Yep. So Java is actually a name of an island in Indonesia where the Java, where this coffee is produced. Yep. That's why they actually taken this name Java. Actually, they had option. Silk was one of the option for the name for this programming language, and Java was one of the name. They picked up Java, so that, and it happens to be like a name of an island where coffee is produced in Indonesia. Actually, that's why it's the logo is coffee cup. That's the story behind the logo of Java. And why exactly Java became more popular, even if it like came after Python, is it was backed by the Sun Microsystem. There was a company backing it, but whereas the Python was actually a hobby project. So Guido van Rossum, right? It was his hobby project, and he launched. So no one like paid heed to it, and that's why it did not gain popularity. Later on, like when Google used it and backed Python, then Python started gaining popularity. Now you see Python is the most used popular programming language. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, right? So now let's start it, guys. So this is just a brief history of Java and all, but yeah, that's not very important as far as the programming stuff. Just to have, it's good to have a prior knowledge about Java and all, who created, when created, and how it like well, become popular, and why its logo is this and that. Fine, so that's what we already know, but now let's get into this real stuff. I'll write you a piece of code here, first Java program, and I'll show you how exactly we write a Java code. So guys, Java, nothing you can do without a class. Okay, just focus here, just see the first code of Java. Later on I would actually explain what are the different parts of it, why we do it, and how exactly we are doing, what is the underlying concept behind it. But right now I'll show you exactly what you have to how you have to write a Java program, small Java program. I'll write it here, like a demo, a dummy program, I can say, which will just print maybe hello or something. So first thing is you have to write a class, and uh, just take some name, maybe test. I am like fond of taking the class name as test, so let's go with test. And in main, now there should be a main function, right? Main function is the entry point of a program, we know that. So let's write a main function. So in Java it's not pretty straightforward. You don't just write void main or int main or something. It's actually public static void main. Okay, so it's a bit long, I know the name is long, but this is how you have to define a main function in Java: public static void main string args, array of strings. So this is actually array of strings you have to mention there as an argument to main function. And main function you have to write as public static void main. You can also write static public void main, that is fine. If you change this, interchange the position of public and static, that is completely fine, guys, right? And you want to print something. Let's say you want to print hello coders, or maybe hi, hello, whatever. If you want to print something, so in C we write printf, in C++ we write cout, in Python we just write print, but in Java we have to actually write a bit longer syntax, that is system.out. I'll just say print, or println. Let it be println. Okay, and here I can write, maybe I'll write hello coders. Okay, so this is how you write a simple Java program, a very simple Java program, a small Java program which is just printing hello coders. So it is quite evident here, guys. If you want to print, even if you want to print just hello coders, you need to have a class. Everything you want to do should be done inside a class. Actually, if you want to like define main function and do some stuff, it should be inside a class. Okay, if you want to have more function, all the functions should be inside a class actually. Okay, so the class is mandatory over here. You need to write class, and inside class will do. So without class there is no program in Java. You need to have a class. Okay, so that's what is mandatory. Why? Basically because Java is believed to be a purely object oriented programming language. Object oriented programming language, OOP. I'll come to OOP actually shortly. Just give me a moment. But yes, I just want to give a brief idea about it. So guys, this class and object, actually through class and object we implement this OOPs concept. So Java is believed to be a purely object oriented programming language. That's why in that sense you can say without a class you will not be able to do anything in Java. So you need to do, you want to write some program, you want to do some stuff, class you need to create. Okay, there might be one class, there might be two class, there might be n number of classes, but yes, you must have class, at least one. Okay, so how to basically execute this and all, how will I get this output hello coders? For that, guys, see, you have written the code. Okay, and I have saved this file. Right, I've saved this file. So first you need to compile the program. When you compile the program, then you execute the program. Two steps, like C program, we write the program, we write a program in .c file, right? Okay, let's say program.c. Similarly, for when you write a Java program, the file name ends with .java extension. See here, the file name here is day1.java. So Java programs are written in a file whose extension is .java. C programs are written in a .c file, and C++ programs are written down in a .cpp file extensions, and Python it is .py. The extension would be .py. Yes, Java is a like you can say it is believed to be a purely object oriented programming language. Java is not said as OOP. In Java, OOP is implemented, you can say. Okay, right? Now see this. So how would I compile this code? How exactly you compile this code? So if you remember, guys, if you already have worked on C or C++, okay, if you worked on C or C++, so basically, so you write a program in program.c, right? Okay, then you compile this program, maybe gcc program.c. This is what you do. After successful compilation, this file program.c generates a file called a.out, okay, which is an executable file. So that you execute by writing dot slash a.out. This is how you run a C program file. Like you write a program, you write program in a file named as program.c prog.c, you compile it. Okay, after successful compilation, if everything is fine, it will generate a.out file, and you need to execute that a.out file. That is how you do a, like that is how you execute a C program. Pretty much similar way we will do, but the syntax and all the commands should be different actually here. Okay, I'll come to it, Sumed. I guess I have said Java is believed to be a purely object oriented programming language, but there are some point which actually negates that fact. That is why it is treated as purely object oriented programming language, but actually it is not. Okay, right? Yeah, Flash, I'll come to that. Even I'll come to that point. It is not necessary to have file name and class name as same. If you see here, my file name is day1.java, but my class name I have taken as test. Okay, that's a very specific case actually, where you need to have file name and class name as same. I'll come to it. Just give me a moment. Let me explain how to compile this code and run this code. So first of all, guys, I need to get into this batch 4 folder. I'm right now in this Java 0 to hero folder. So let me go to batch 2 3, because inside batch 4 folder I have written this program, so I want to get into that. And how would I run this? First thing is, how would I execute it? First step is compilation. Second step is execution. So to compile this code, you call this Java C. Java C means Java compiler. So basically, you are calling Java compiler, and you write the file name, that is day1.java, right? So Java C day one. Don't get confused, guys. This there is no quote sign. This is not required. This quote, double quote, and all these are not required. So Java C day one dot Java means basically you are calling Java compiler Java C to compile this day one dot Java file. I see this day one dot Java is not yet saved. Yeah, now I saved it. So this command, guys, Java C day one dot Java, this will actually, when I hit enter, it will start compiling this code. And if there would be any error, it will report. Otherwise, it will just generate a file. Okay, like in C, if compilation is successful, it generates a.out file. Similarly, even in Java, if the compilation is successful, it will also generate me a file. Okay, let's see what that file is. Just mark here. Okay, right? So when I hit enter, guys, I hope there is no error in my code. Just wait. Okay, I think it says file not found. I think I need to check. Java C day1.java. Yeah, now it's fine. Yes. So guys, so it compiled successfully. There is no error in this file day1.java. Okay. And after successful compilation, it is generating another file, that is test.class. So in Java, what happens here in Java, guys, in Java, so if you have a let's say file program.java, inside which you have written a class test. Let's say I'm not writing the complete program, but let's say you have this class test, okay, inside it. And some you might have done some statements, some functions and all that would be there inside the class. Fine. When you compile this code, Java C program.java, whenever you do this, right, if there is some error, it will report. If there is no error, then what it will do, it will generate a file. Okay, it will generate a dot class file, and the name of the file would be same as the class name that you have taken. So a file with with a name test dot class would be generated. So we call this as a class file, guys, dot class, because the extension of the file is dot class. So as a dot class file, or else this dot class file test.class. It's a test like class file, but it is also known as bytecode. This bytecode is executable, guys. This is what we execute actually. Okay, so after this class file or after this bytecode is generated, if it compiles the code, if everything is fine, no error, then it generates this bytecode. Okay, if I open this test.class, obviously it can't read because it's some machine language stuff, some binary kind of stuff. But that is the executable code. That is why it is known as bytecode. And you execute that program by writing Java, the class name, only Java class name, nothing else. Okay, Java class name. You don't write java test.class, just write java test. So even here I'll do the same, because my class name in this program here is test. So a class file named test.class has been generated. So I will type here java test. So that's how this this program would be executed. So the class name is capital T, actual test, capital T. So Java test, when I hit enter, it will show me the output. It will execute and it will show me the output. Just taking some time. I'm not sure why it is taking so much of time, but yeah, I we got it. We got the output, guys. Hello coders, right? Hello coders. So this is how we are. Right. This is an example of very simple Java program, which is actually, or which is just printing hello coders. That's it. Nothing else, right? So this is just printing hello coders. So just to print hello coders, this is what the minimum, bare minimum you need to write, guys. Okay, you need to define a class, right? Okay, then you define a main function, and inside the main function you write this print statement. There might be several questions in your mind right now. Why we are writing so much things? System.out.print. Why we are writing? What is this string? This array of strings actually? Okay, you might be thinking, what is this exactly? How we are writing this? It's pretty much clear, guys. See, you can write this even in this way. Now I think it makes sense to you. String args, then this subscript operator. So this basically is array of string. String is a data type here. You can say it's a class actually, okay, but we can say, yeah, it is kind of a data type. Yeah, it's a class. So whenever you define like string args, when you say this args is of string type, and with this you mean that, okay, this is an array of strings. So there are three ways to define like array or something. You can put the subscript operator after this args, or you can put this subscript operator before args, or as it was already there, you can also have this subscript operator along with the string side. So three different ways to define to write this string args thing. But anyway, this is array of strings, and we need to pass this array of strings as argument to this main function. Okay, who can say here? I just wanted to like know if anyone here who knows what it is called as an argument which we pass to main function. If main function takes an argument, what is that argument called as? Who can say? Please let me know in the comment. Yes, it is. See, you can change the name args, but the string args is compulsory. Okay, right? If you don't write it, let's say I'll remove it. Now let me save it again, and if I compile it now, see this, guys. I think we had already done this. Yeah, I compile it without the string args. There is no error showing, right? Now if I run this program Java test, it will say main method not found. Main method not found, because this main method, it does not identify, guys. It identifies main method with this string args. That should be an array argument, string array. You can change the name of args. It is not necessary that you need to name it as args only. You can take any name, but that should be array of strings as argument in this main function. Who can say? Yeah, Rajesh has actually answered it correct. Even Jain has answered. It is actually command line argument. Yes, exactly. It is correct. When main function takes argument, that argument is known as command line argument. We'll see, guys. Command line argument will again discuss, and I will also like show you a piece of code. Not today. In upcoming sessions, we'll also write a piece of code. We will work with command line argument, how exactly it works and all. But for the time being, you remember command line argument, you need to mention, it is compulsory to mention argument in main function here. Even if you pass some argument, even if you don't pass any argument, command line argument should be there with the signature, because this signature of main function is identified by Java, nothing else. So that you need to keep in your mind. Okay, right? Fine. Coming back to the point, I don't remember the name right now, but yes, the file name and class name. Whether we need to keep the file name and class name as same. I guess everyone have seen right now that we didn't keep the file name and class name same, but still our program executed. Right? Okay, we have just seen, right? My program is executing, and my class name is test, and file name is actually day1.java, which are different. The moment you make this public, I'll come to this public, guys. Don't get worried about what is this public again and all. Even anyway, here we have seen this public, and something we have written here static. What are these? We'll talk about everything, don't worry about it. So I'm just saying something, please focus here. uh, so at the end of the session, guys, at the end of the, not session, at the end of the batch, everything will fall into place and you will understand everything. But the time being, just assume and just move along with me. So when you make this class public, how to make a class public? Just writing, by writing it, writing a keyword public before it. That's it. When you make this class public, then it becomes mandatory to have class name and file name same. Okay, please remember this. Okay, just remember this. When you make this class public, then this program will not work right now because your file name is day1.java and class name is test. It will not work now. So when you make this class public, then your file name and class name must be same. If you want to have class test, public class test, then your file name should be test.java, otherwise it won't run. So likewise it actually works, guys. So please have that in your mind. And accordingly, I don't normally take public class, I take only class. So now it is fine, I can have different name for class, different name for file. Okay, it's good to have this in your mind, because sometimes you take public and file name would be different, and so that might give you error. Okay, now this is the basic, the simple code of Java, and this is how we know the signature. Like, this is a small syntax of a program, we know, right? Okay, main function, this is how we define a main function. This is a signature, it is which Java identifies. And how to print, we have to write system.out.println hello coders, right? Okay, there are two things, guys. I'll soon go to oops. Just after this thing, I'll go to oops. Just give me a moment. Give me some moment, guys. Let me finish this up, and we will soon see oops concept, because that is the essence of Java. The whole essence of Java is oops concept, and oops is really very important. And you need to pay focus and you need to understand it very well. Okay, right? Sumed, to be very honest, right now we don't have a full stack course for Java. Okay, but yes, we are very soon, maybe by this month end or next month starting, we are bringing it up. Okay, full stack PGP full stack programs in Java. Right now we have already like other full stack programs, PGP full stack programs like web development, where this complete Mon along with Vue.js, Next.js, TypeScript, and all everything. Starting from HTML, CSS, starting from the very scratch level, from zero level to hero level, everything is being discussed there. It's a like 6 month long program. Not only about web development, we also have like Python and Django. We have this machine learning and deep learning, AI, ML, and deep learning, and we have this data science also, guys. It's a like they are PGP courses. They are 6 months long program. Every classes would be on Zoom, like live classes would be there. Even if you cannot attend some classes on live, the classes would also be available on recordings, so that you can like watch it later, right? So it's a like engaging, it's a completely engaging courses. Actually, they are PGP full stack courses. It's a 6 month long programs. And I would like you, if you are interested in any of the course, you can actually, guys, check out them. The most like the best part is, guys, you don't have to like worry about which course to choose. If you are confused about which course to pick up, then actually you don't have to worry about it. What we are doing now is you just pay the amount, like you pay. So let me tell you first, okay, before telling the amount, what all we actually offer, let me tell you. So it's a, like, as I said, it's a 6 months long program, and it would be live classes, so that it would, we have kept all the classes live because it would benefit you the like best way possible. Because see, when you go live, you can directly ask the trainer, what is this, what is that. At the same place, you can ask doubt and all and clear it out, right? Okay, even if you are not able to attend live classes, you can also watch recording and like fix some, schedule some doubt clearing session with the trainer one to one, so that your doubt would be clarified. That is one part. That's one part. Second part is along so in this PGP full stack courses, it is not only we will teach you this Python, Django, or web development, or machine learning, or data science. Along with that, we'll also teach you data structure and algorithm, which is very important for your placement and recruitment drive. We'll also teach you system design. We'll also teach you cloud computing, the deployment part and all, because nowadays these are a common requirement, and you need to know all of this, because this is all what required for your placements, job recruitment, right? Along with that, we also teach you how to prepare your resume and all, how to maintain your LinkedIn profile and all, right? So we'll also undergo mock interviews and all. So basically along with learning the core topics, you will also be given with this placement package with the same course, right? Apart from that, cherry on the top, we also like bring job opportunities for you. Okay, very good. Like you can give test over here at Let's Upgrade. You can like if you are good enough, guys, if you are doing all the assignment and all, so you can get job from Let's Upgrade itself. So okay, so learn here, build here, okay, and grow same place. So we have this four thing: learn, build, share, go. We actually have combined all these four thing in our courses actually. Okay, you learn here, you get a job here, and Let's Upgrade. And if you are like confusing you if you are confused about like okay, which course we should do, then you don't have to worry. You pay the price of one course and you get all the courses, guys. Okay, got it, right? So you pay 25,600 is the price of PGP course, guys. You pay 25,600 and you get all the courses. You get Python, Django, you get web development, you get machine learning, AML, deep learning, you get data science, this placement whole part and all, everything you get with only 25,600, right? It's a great opportunity actually. So if you want, if you any if you want to have like know more details about it, obviously I won't be able to give you more details right now here, but yes, if you want to have more details, guys, please I will say uh, okay, just please fill up this form. So one of our team member will reach out to you at your specified time, right? Okay, so that you can talk to that person and he or she would be able to clarify all the doubt. It is not like enrolling for the course, it is just to like you have queries and you get to like you want answer to them. So after having all the information, then you can decide. Actually, it is always good to make necessary like informed decision rather than just okay, let's go or not. It's like I said so, okay, I said so, let's join. It is not like that. Have proper information, then decide. Okay, you can all fill up this form actually, so that we will reach out to you and you can have more information in detail, everything you know. Then only you make decision, guys. Without having detail, don't enroll for any, not only for here, everywhere. Without having details, without taking up details, do not get enrolled in any random courses. That will not going to help you. Fine. Okay, now coming back to what we are discussing over here is, so this is a very simple program in Java where we learned how to write a small program in Java to print hello coders. Now I'm talking about this print and println. So the previous function I have written down is println, and now I'm actually writing. Okay, fine. So let me just remove this coders from there and see this, guys. Okay, right, and I have right. Okay, so I have this three print statement. One is hello, second one is printing coders, and third one is printing welcome. So let's see how exactly we are getting this output. So already I have saved the file. Let's compile it. So java c day1.java. Let's compile it. I hope everything is fine and nothing is error. Yeah, no error, guys. It's like completely it is actually running fine. So not running fine, we have not yet executed the program, but yes, no error, compiled successfully. Now to run this program, java class name is test, Java test. Okay. See, we got hello, coders, welcome. So we are getting this output hello, coders, and welcome at different lines, actually, separate line. That is because of this println. Println means it will print the statement, whatever you have mentioned, it will print that and take the cursor to the next line. That's why while printing coders, the coders is printed on the next line. Same thing, guys, even here, you have used here println. So coders should be printed and the cursor would be taken to the next line, so that welcome would be printed in the next line actually. The moment I change it, let's say I would change this println to print. Now this will not take the cursor to the next line. It will print hello and cursor would be still there and in the same line actually. Let me show you. Let me save it. Okay, saved. Let me recompile this code. Now you see this. Okay, because if you do any changes, you need to recompile it every time, guys. Okay, so Java, then it is like test. Now see the output. We got hello coders in the same line. Why? Why this coders is not printed in the next line? Because I have used print here. So it will print hello, and after printing hello, it will not take the cursor to the next line, guys, because we have used here print and not print ln. Okay, right? That's what it is done here. That's how we do it here actually. Okay, I hope now everyone understood what is the difference between print and println. Yes, slash n you can also use. Okay, slash n also use. Like here, if I don't use println and you put this slash n here, backslash n, if you put here, it means the same thing. It will print coders. Slash n means it will take the cursor to the next line. It's basically the same thing. Okay, right? I'll show you Java test. See, we got the same thing, right? Hello, coders. After coders, we came down to the next line. Welcome is printed in a separate line. Even if we use print here, because of this slash n, the cursor is taken to the next line. So this is the difference between print and println, guys. I hope everyone is clear with this print and println actually. Okay, right? Fine. So now coming to this oops, guys. So we are here with oops. So let's start with oops concept, object oriented programming concept. So, how many of you know the definition of class and object? Can anyone put down here what is class and what is object? Because from there, I will pick up and I will explain further things. Can you all put down here what is class definition, class, and what is object? Let's see who all how many of you know this. Class is collection of object. Okay, class is blueprint of object. Okay, yeah, some more answers I would like to have here. Object is instance of class. Okay, great. A class is a blueprint of an object. Class is blueprint of object. Okay, so I think most of you are writing object is instance of a class and class is blueprint of object, but I'll also dwell on what Arun has said. Class is a collection of similar object, right? This definition we almost have heard every time. Class is a collection of similar object, and object is instance of a class. So this definition is like kind of this question: where do you live? In my house. Where is your house? The place where I live, right? So kind of this definition it becomes, kind of this explanation it becomes. So obviously like it is not that way. So what exactly do you mean by class is a collection of similar object? I'm not saying it is wrong, but let's say, see, why you need to understand why oops came into first place, right? So it's basically to implement the real life problem, real time objects. So you see everywhere everything is object. Bottle is an object, phone object, laptop object, car object, everything you see, those are physical objects, right? So to implement those physical objects, this class and object actually came into, okay, came into picture. So now going with this definition, class is a collection of similar object. Let's say we have an Audi car. Okay, let's take a particular model of Audi car, same model. We'll take 10 search cars. We'll take 10 Audi cars of same model, same make, everything, color and all, everything same. We'll bring them together. So we have at a place 10 Audi cars of same model, same make, everything. Do you say that that is a class? Can we say that is a class? Because as per the definition, class is a collection of similar object. I have similar object. 10 Audi cars of similar model, same model I have at one place. Can I call it a class? Yes or no? Just let me know, guys, in the comment what do you think about it. Yes or no? Can I call it as a class? I have here 10 Audi cars of same model, same colors, everything. I have 10 at together at a place, and as per the definition we have this class is a collection of similar object. I have here similar object at a place. Can I call it as a class? Yes or no? I'm still waiting for your answer, guys. Yes or no? Can I call it as a class as per the definition? As per the definition, class is a collection of similar object. So here I'm giving you a situation where I have 10 Audi cars of same model at one place. Can I call it as a class? So Trinath says yes, Arvind says yes, Divyan says yes, okay, Lohita also says yes. Okay, so almost everyone, I see everyone here agrees we can call it yes, right? But no, we cannot call it a class. It's just objects, 10 objects, that's it. It is not a class, it is actually 10 objects. So there's a difference between how we define something like theoretically and how we really understand it in actual life, actual real life scenario, guys. Okay, we really cannot call it a class. It's actually 10 objects, that's it, right? Okay, so class, as you said, some of you said, is actually a blueprint. Yes, it's a blueprint. Okay, see guys, I'll give you an example. Let's say, let's talk about a phone, maybe iPhone. I am not very sure what model has been launched right now, but let's take some random, like let's say iPhone 16 is coming up. Okay, the product has not been launched yet, but the features and all have been released. So you go to Amazon or maybe Flipkart or somewhere, so you see all the feature of iPhone 16. Right, okay, so all the feature, all the specifications are mentioned over Amazon or Flipkart for the iPhone 16. My question to you is, if you know all the feature or specification of iPhone 16, now can you take a selfie out of it? Yes or no? Okay, you got my question, right? You know, now on Amazon or Flipkart you go and you get all the specification and features of iPhone 16, you get it. But if you know features and specification of iPhone 16, can you take a selfie from iPhone 16? Can you take a selfie out of it? Can you take, guys? Yes or no? Can you take a selfie? No. So you cannot take selfie when you, even if you know all the specification and features, right? So why basically? Because you don't have that phone, you don't have the actual product, the physical object, you don't have it with you. That's why you cannot take selfie out of it. You just know the feature and specification of that phone, you don't have the actual phone with you. That's why you cannot take selfie out of it. So that specification feature, the specification and feature, guys, that is actually class. That's a blueprint. That is actually a class. And the actual phone through which you can take selfie and all, the specification might be saying, okay, there's a like maybe 128 megapixel camera, this camera, that camera, six types of camera, four types of camera, this and that, every specific, every feature it might have noted. But unless you have the phone on your hand, the actual phone, the object on your hand, you cannot take selfie out of it, right? Those set of specification or set of features are actually an example of a class, and the actual phone through which you can take selfie, that is called an object. So guys, when you don't have, unless you have object of that class, you cannot really use any feature of the class, right? So that set of feature or specification are known as, is known as class, and the real object, the phone exactly, that is known as object of that class. When you have object of a class, only then you can access or use all the feature of the class. Okay, let me give you one more example. So it is just like, if you, even architect has given you a blueprint of a house, that's a class, that's a blueprint. When you actually build the house, that is actually object of that class, because all the features and specification would be implemented in the physical object. Okay, when you actually take a phone, then all the feature will be implemented in that phone. Like for camera, there will be a camera. For calling, there will be a phone app, right? It will take some memory, some space in that like memory, yeah, right? So when you create object, it actually takes some space, and through object you can use those features, use those specification. Unless you have object, you cannot use those features. It is just set of features, set of specification, useless. So class is actually set of specification or set of feature. It's a blueprint. Okay, those are implemented in object, those features are implemented when object is created, right? So memory is allocated when object is created. Yes, yes, universal, Rohit. I'll just call you Rohit. Fine. Yeah. So memory is allocated when you create object. Actually, memory is allocated for all the feature when object is created. Like when you buy a phone, when you have the phone with you, only then you'll have those application installed, right? Camera app, phone app, and all contacts and all other things. So that will be stored and it will take some space. I hope now we have a much more clarity between the between class and object. What is class and what is object? So one thing, please make sure, guys, you know it, you remember it. Unless you have object, you cannot really access features of the class. Like if I don't have the phone iPhone 16 on in my hand, I cannot take selfie with iPhone 16. So that's what you need to know. Okay. So to access feature of a class, we need object, and we cannot just say class is a collection of similar object. Yeah, I'm not saying it is wrong conceptually, but yes, it is not making much sense when we consider real-time examples. Exactly. Fine. Everyone understood what is class and what is object? Clear? Class is set of specification of feature, or it is just a blueprint. Object is instance of a class. So it is something where exactly all the features are implemented and through which you can access those features of the class. Okay, right? I hope everyone is clear with that. Now, coming to that, so I will take, I'll comment this part, guys. I'll comment this part. So now, next thing, I'll show you how to create, like creating class. We know already, we have seen how to create object and how to do that, how to use them all. So let's see that. So class test. So maybe I have some data here. Right? See, guys, when I say data and all, let me just also give you some idea about this. When you create object, so one class can have multiple objects. Like if you're talking about iPhone 16, that would not be only one phone of iPhone 16, right? That can be multiple phone. Maybe you will buy, your brother will buy, maybe your friend will buy, maybe your parents will buy. So from the for the same model, for the same class, we can have multiple object, and all the object of the same class will have similar features. We won't have, like one iPhone 16 will not give you 128 megapixel, one iPhone 16 will not give you 64 megapixel, right? Every, like all the iPhone 16 will give you the same feature, right? So all the object of same class will have same features, same characteristics, same behavior, I will say, right? Okay, so one class can have multiple object, and all the object will have similar characteristics or same behavior, guys. Okay, but data might be different. Okay, if you consider the example of phone itself, if you buy iPhone 16, your maybe brother buys iPhone 16, maybe your friend buys iPhone 16, your parents buy iPhone 16, everyone will have different data stored. Maybe you will have different set of contact, your brother will have different set of contact, your parents will have different set of contacts, right? So data in an object might be different, right? Data in all the object might not be same, data might be different, but behavior, their characteristics will be same. Okay, right, guys, make sure you are logged into the browser or portal with the same email ID which you have used to register for the course. Okay, otherwise it might give you error. Fine. So one class might have multiple object, right? All the object of same class belonging to the same class will have same feature or same characteristics. Okay, but data might be different. So we say behavior would be same, but state would be different. State is nothing, guys. Data of object. So this is a data. This is data of the, like, we have not yet stored. We can only store data once we create object, but this is something you can say one of the feature we have mentioned here. Now, so now, how would I want to store something here in X, right? So X is a variable here. I have written down a variable. X is a variable, and it is an integer variable, guys. Int is obviously a data type here, which specifies X is a variable which will store only integer variables. Like int, we have float, we have char, we have other stuffs also, like, Okay, right, long, short, and all other things we have. Fine. So these are data types. And what are data types? Data type specifies what kind of value a variable is supposed to hold. Now here x is an integer variable, so in x we can store integer values. Now, so I want to store in x 20, right? And I just want to print the data of this x. That's it. So system.out.println, I want to print the value of data. See guys, see the way, mark the way I'm writing. I wanted to print this string data and I want to print the value of x. So there are two things. One is the string data and the value of x. So I concatenated them using this plus operator. Okay, so first this data would be printed, this string would be printed. Along with that, data of x would be printed. So whenever you are printing multiple values in Java using this println or print function, please make sure you use this concatenation operator. Now this is considered, this is a string. Now x is also a string. Okay, so it is the value of x will be converted into string type, and plus means two string. When you use plus, when you add two string, that will concatenate it together, that would be joined together actually. Okay, right. So now let's see whether our piece of code is working fine. Let me save this code, complete, like successfully saved. Let me compile this code. Let's see whether there is any error or if everything is fine. So day1.java, java c day1.java, and see guys, it is giving us some error. It is actually throwing some error. What error? It says x cannot be referenced from a static context. Okay, uh, fine. I'll break it down to a much simpler concept, actually, much simpler way. The point is, we haven't yet discussed the static and non-static part, so I'm not getting to that that path right now. But let's make it very simple, and whatever we have discussed until this point, let's discuss in related to that way, related to that context. See, guys, this x is a member of a class. X here is a variable of class test. So basically x is a feature of x is a feature of class test, or it is a member of class test. Okay, right? And here you are trying to access, or you are trying to store 20 in x, but how you are accessing x directly? As we already have discussed, guys, if you want to access any feature of a class, then you need to have object of that class. Only through object you should access feature of the class or members of the class, right? These members are nothing but feature of the class or characters, properties of the class, right? Okay, fine. So x equal to 20. The problem here is how you are accessing x. X is not a local variable, guys. See, if I declare x here, let's say this x is not there, I don't have x here. If I declare x inside main function, then you can happily use x equal to 20. 20 would be stored in x. Which x? This local variable x, because x is local now, right? This is not part of the class. This is not member of the class. But if you're going with this int x, if you have declared a variable integer x, int x, outside main function and it is inside the class, now this is actually a member of this class test, right? You cannot access it directly in this way. If you want to access feature of the class, you need to have object. That's what we already have discussed, right? You cannot take selfie from iPhone 16 when you don't have iPhone 16 phone, actual object phone, physical object in your hand, right? So the first task would be to create object of this class. Then using that object will access x. How will we create object? It's pretty much simple, guys. Just write the class name, give some name of the object, whatever name you want, right? And then use this keyword new, and again the class name, and put parenthesis. This way you create object of the class test. See, if the class name would be different, then you change this test. Okay, don't take it as whatever be the class name, you only write test ob equal to new test. No, this test basically here it represents the class name. Whatever is the class, just replace it with the class name. So this is the syntax of creating object. Class name, object name equal to new class name and parenthesis, open and close parenthesis, right? And then by using that object, you access x. So you need to write ob.x equal to 20, so that 20 would be stored in x, that member, in that member. Similarly here, you cannot directly access here x. you need to write ob.x. Only then it would be able to access this x, guys. Okay, using object, you need to access, you should access the member of a class using object, right? Let me compile this code again. Now let's see, after making these changes, if everything is fine, if everything done is doing fine or not. Let's see, I have compiled and there is no error in compilation, so I hope even we would execute, will be able to execute it successfully. So okay, fine. So Java test, see this, see data 20. Okay, so I have successfully printed the string data and then the variable, the value stored in this variable x, that is 20. So this is how you access feature of a class or member of a class, guys, and that is through object. You create object by this syntax, okay, right, using class name. Then you use members of the class using this object name ob.x equal to 20, ob.x. When you want to access the value, you just write ob.x. So you cannot really directly access x, you need to use object to in order to access x. That's what I'm saying. Why? Because x is member of this class and you cannot access feature or member of a class directly. Okay, right, got it? Is this understood, guys? This part, whatever we discussed, how we should access members of a class, we should access it using object of the class. So guys, this is one members, so this is actually variable, or you can, okay, variable will, anyway, this is variable, we know x is a variable. I'll call it as data member actually, because it stores data. It's a variable, it is supposed to store data actually. Okay, and this main function, you can call it as a method. Okay, if you are getting confused, let me write another function actually. Void, let's say, show system. I'm writing a different way, guys. If you want me to write another program for this, so let it be there. Okay, let it be there. I'll write another program for you, so that you will have complete idea how exactly we write a Java program actually. Okay, in following the oops concept. See this. So that was one way which we understood, that use create object, and using object you access. Okay, you store, you want to store value in x, you write ob.x equal 20. You want to print value of x, you just write in system.out.println, you pass, you write ob.x. That's how you print it. Now see guys, so this is one kind of member, that is data member. Okay, data member is something which will store data. Basically it's a variable, nothing else. There is another kind of member, that is method member, right? Okay, method member, what do you mean by method member? Method member is nothing, guys, it's basically you can say it's a function. A function defined inside a class is known as method. You can just call it as method or method member, that depends on you. So this is actually a method. So we talked about the state and data and behavior or characteristics, right? So this is the data part, guys, of a class where you will store data, and this is the method part or the behavior part. So this method would be same for all the object, but this data part would be different for different object. I'll also show you that. Let me just finish up quickly this thing. So show method, this will actually show you the data of the class. That's it. Okay, so here I will write data plus, and here I don't have to like, yeah, fine, I don't have to print this way. See guys, what I have done here, I have here this data member x where I will store data, and then I have here a method member show which is printing me the data of x. Okay, right? You might be thinking, how here I have written only x, why I don't need to write ob.x here, why only x, writing x is fine? Because guys, member of a class can access other members directly. Okay, just have that in your mind. Members of the same class can access each other directly. It's like you and your brother can access properties, the utensils and food and whatever of your home, right? Because you are member of the same family, same home, same class, right? So members of the same class can access each other directly, access each other's property, or you can say features of the class directly. So that's why the show method here can access X directly. It doesn't need object here. Now, how do I call this show? I cannot just call this show is also a feature of the class, right? Okay, it is also a member of the class. So I cannot just call show directly. For this, even we need this object. So we should call it by writing ob.show. Through object, we should call. Now, it is pretty much simple, guys. Okay, what we did is we have a data member X where we stored data. We stored 20 in it. And now I'll call this show method, which will print me the data, the value of X. That's it. Okay, we stored 20 in X. And now I'm calling this show method to print me the value of the data stored. So let me compile this. Uh, okay, sorry, that is Java C. I made a mistake. Java C day one dot Java. So there is no error. Fine. Now it's time we run this code. So Java test and see we got data 20. So this code is working fine. So this show method, guys, I was talking about two things, right? Behavior and state or data. So this method is actually behavior. It will behave similar, same. Every object, if you create more object of the same class, all these method will have same behavior. Characteristics would be same. The data would be different for different object. As I given an example, in your phone you'll keep some different data, your brother might keep different data in his phone, your friend might keep different data in his phone, right? So that way it works. So I'll also give you an example of that. So let's say I have like two object. One is this ob1 and I have ob2. Two objects I have created. So test ob1 equal to new test ob2 equal to new test. Ob1 is the name of first object, ob2 is the name of second object. Okay. So if you want to store 20 in x of first object, you need to write ob1.x equal to 20. Right? If you write ob2.x equal to 30, then 30 would be stored in x of ob2. See, x is like ob1 and ob2 have their own copy of x, guys. Okay, x ob1x is different, ob2x is different. Like I said, data of different object would be different, but behavior would be same. This show method, if you call ob1.show, it will print the data of x. Okay, if you call ob.show, it will print the data of x. Behavior is same, characteristic is same, but the data in object 1 and 2 are different. It can store it might store different data, so data would be different, but behavior characteristic would be same. Of course, when you write ob1.show, it will show data of ob1. What is the data in ob1? You have stored 20. When you write ob2.show, it will show you the data stored in ob2, and you have stored 30 in ob2, so that's what it will show you, right? Okay, let me save this code. I have saved it. Let me compile this code, guys, for you. I hope there is no error. Yep, there is no error. So let me run this code. Java test. I should get 20. Data equal to 20, data 20, data 30. Why data 20? For the first object, because I have stored 20 in first object. And then for ob2.show should give me data 30, because 30 I have stored in x of ob2, right? Okay. So I got here, see, data 20 and data 30. This is printed by data 20 is printed by ob1.show, because data stored in ob1 is 20, and data 30 is printed by ob2.show, because data stored in ob2 is 30. So different object might contain different state, different data, but behavior, the characteristic, the method will behave similarly, guys. All the object will have similar behavior, but might have different data, different state. With this, I would like to conclude today's session, guys. Okay. Yeah, Shivam, enough for today. Yep, that's what I'm saying. We let's keep it up to this. We'll again continue in the next session. Any doubt, guys, up to this? I hope it's pretty much clear to all of you how exactly we actually work with objects. So we understood different how to work with different object, different data, but similar behavior and all. I hope everyone understood. So yes, we will continue tomorrow from the same place. We will continue. So till now we have just understood, we have discussed class and object, guys. In the next class we'll also talk about these variables more. We'll talk about static and non-static thing. We'll also discuss about these packages and all, access modifiers and all. Lot of things are there, very important stuffs, guys. At the end we'll do a project, guys, with we'll do a project like, we'll write a Java program, and that will make changes in the database. We'll connect to this MySQL database, and we will write code, Java code, that will make changes in the MySQL database. That would be a small project actually for all of us at the end of the day, like at last day, day 5, we will do that project, guys. Okay, on day 5, that is Friday, we will do that project. We will connect this Java, actually we'll write Java program to change the content of the database, MySQL database. That's what we will do. So that's it, guys, that's it for today's session. This code material and an assignment, I'll post it in the community. Please do check the community group. Link has been posted by Varuna in the comment section. It is also mentioned in the actually description part. So I'll share the material and code in the community. Do check it out. Maybe after half an hour you check the community, maybe half an hour or 1 hour you check, and you'll get everything, right? So till then, guys, we'll meet tomorrow again at the same time, 7:30. Don't miss it out. Like, we'll discuss few more things, very important stuff. So till then, guys, bye bye, take care, keep learning, keep rocking.